Hey y'all, welcome back to the Libs Reacts channel. I'm Libs, and today we're starting the most... I don't want to say disliked, though perhaps that is the correct word. Maybe divisive, maybe... disappointing is the sentiment that I get about this season. We are starting season 8 of Game of Thrones. Now, something that you should know about me is I can generally find the bright side of anything. Some say that the grass is always greener on the other side. I generally think the grass is green if you water it. I like to keep a lot of my reactions pretty positive, pretty just reaction focused. With Game of Thrones, I like to do a little more weaving in of like the symbolism and the lore and the world and the context of things we've heard earlier, and there's just a lot of depth to this show, so I do like to bring that in rather than just like the in the moment oohs and ahs and ahs and whatnot that happen. So with that said, I'm excited to jump into it. I think I'd be lying if I said I was nervous. I think I feel pretty sat and ready for whatever this season is. We are going in, this season was made without a book as a partnership. So I know that has a lot of influence, I think, in why this season leaves many disappointed. And I think that's incredibly valid. I think discussing kind of the book's significance to the show and the story and the world and this story that we've invested so much into, I think taking the bird's eye view of everything that went into this and everything that, especially like the actors and whatnot, I think for me going into this, I'm going to take it from a point of view of seeing this story get hopefully maybe some closure and enjoy whatever happens along the way, albeit I'm a little bit scared. So scared not from a context of being nervous that it won't be as good, scared of what could or will happen. And I hope it's satisfying in any extent of the way. Regardless, I'm excited to dive back into this world. And I'm grateful for you for being on this journey with me. So, without further ado, if you want the full-length reaction, it's over on Patreon. Otherwise, don't forget to like and subscribe here on the channel. And I'll see you in the movie. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That is quite the new intro. Oh. Wow. Wow. Oh, Arya Stark. Never no one. Is he still on her list? Well, technically, she thought he died. Oh.
You should consider yourself lucky. At least your balls won't freeze off.
Tyrion?
I warned you. Northerners don't much trust outsiders.
She's so proud of her babies. She loves that. Oh. Why wasn't Arya with them?
Look at you. You're a man.
Oh.
Almost.
Oof. Well, that got awkward.
Queen Daenerys of House Targaryen. My sister, Sansa Stark, the Lady of Winterfell.
The North is as beautiful as your brother claimed. As are you.
Winterfell is yours, Your Grace.
We don't have time for all this.
Huh.
Night King has your dragon. He's one of them now. The wall has fallen. The dead march south.
Oh, Bran wasted no time. Rightfully so, though.
We need more horses and wagons, if it please, my lady. And my lord. And my queen.
All three of them sitting as leaders.
Your Grace. But you're not, are you?
What?
You left Winterfell a king and came back a...
Ooh.
I'm not sure what you are now. We named you King in the North.
Yikes.
I had a choice. Keep my crown or protect the North. I chose the North.
I can respect it. He's good with words. And hopefully commanding respect.
If anyone survives the war to come, we'll have Jon Snow to thank. And soon the Lannister army will ride north to join our cause. People haven't been friends in the past.
And they're definitely not
We
now.
must fight together now. Or die.
How are we meant to feed the greatest army the world has ever seen? I didn't account for Dothraki unsullied and 2 full-grown dragons. What do dragons eat, anyway?
Whatever they want.
Oh. Daenerys is coming in really strong, like, cold. Oh, this is a reunion.
My lady?
Would they still be husband and wife?
The Lady of Winterfell. Has a nice ring to it.
It
So
sure
does Hand of
does.
the Queen. Depending on the Queen, I suppose.
Last time we spoke was at Joffrey's wedding. Miserable affair.
It had its moments.
Like Joffrey dying?
Many underestimated you. Most of them are dead now.
Yeah. Not all, though. Cersei Lannister.
No one fears her more than I do, but I promise you'll be
Cersei
safe.
told you her army was coming north to fight for you,
She did.
and you believed her.
What does she know?
I believe she wants to survive.
I used to think you were the cleverest man alive.
Oh, shit. So Sansa already knows the Lannisters aren't coming. Well, Jaime's coming, I think. What do you know, Bran? Well, he knows everything.
You used to be taller.
How did you sneak up on me?
How did you survive a knife through the heart?
You still have it.
Needle.
Have you ever used it?
Well, yeah. Jon never held her back.
Jealous?
Too heavy for me. She doesn't like your queen, does she?
Sansa thinks she's smarter than everyone.
She's the smartest person I've ever met.
She is pretty smart.
I'm defending our family.
Oh.
So is she.
Yeah.
I'm her family too.
Don't forget that.
The dead have broken through the wall.
She doesn't even give a single fuck. If she comes out of this the winner, meaning she just gets to stay in King's Landing unscathed, I will be miserable.
Why don't you just get it over with and kill me?
But we're family.
Ew.
The last Greyjoys left in the world. The last ones with balls, anyway.
Why so many ball jokes?
If I kill you, who can I talk to?
Your many personalities.
Are we in King's Landing? You picked the losing side.
Then I'll sail the Iron Fleet somewhere else. But first, I'm gonna fuck the Queen.
I don't think she'll let him have it that easily, right?
20,000 men, is it?
Yes, Your Grace. A few died in transit.
They cheated at dice.
You're killing men over dice games?
Horses.
2,000.
And elephants.
No elephants, Your Grace.
Good.
They are excellent beasts, Your Grace, but not well suited to long sea voyages.
In any event, you are most welcome here in King's Landing, Captain Strickland.
It's seriously gonna choose this guy over him? That would be very well done, seriously.
Am I most welcome here?
You are a true friend of the Crown.
I was hoping we could talk in private.
Nope.
Wars sometimes last years.
You want a whore, buy one.
Oh.
You want a queen, earn her.
Cersei will never give Euron what he wants. And if he realizes that...
Given her justice, an army, and the Iron Fleet. Yet, she gives me no sign of affection.
He could leave at the drop of a pen.
You're insolent. I've executed men for less.
They were lesser men.
Whoa. She inviting him back? Maybe she learned from Jaime calling her bluff.
The Queen's brothers made promises to you and broke them. Her Grace wants to rectify their mistake.
Wow.
When Queen Cersei wants something, she pays in advance and in gold. Several chests of it, in fact, waiting for you in a wagon just outside.
She didn't pay Euron. I mean, I guess she did. Is she trying to get rid of him?
Our Queen's brothers are unlikely to survive their northern adventures, but in the event that they do...
Not the bow.
She has a keen sense of poetic justice.
She definitely does.
When the Citadel expelled me, I thought I would die poor and alone. But in exchange for my service, Queen Cersei made me her hand. What will she do for the man who rids her of her treasonous brothers?
So fucking viable. Is there the tiniest bit of loyalty in you?
Robert had a different whore every night. But he still didn't know his way around a woman's body.
And Euron does? And Jaime?
You enjoy risking your neck, don't you?
Life is boring.
You're not boring. I'll give you that.
These two together feels like I just ate litter.
Do I please the Queen?
Ooh.
You might be the most arrogant man I've ever met. I like that.
I'm going to put a prince in your belly.
Oh! Occupied! Oh. Ow. There I go again, feeling softness for Cersei Lannister. Hello? Theon. He came back. He really did it. He didn't not deserve that. And yet, grabbed his hand and lifted him back up.
We can take our home back.
Daenerys went north.
Daenerys will need somewhere to retreat if they can't hold the north.
You're my queen. I go where you command.
You want to go to Winterfell? To fight for the Starks? Go.
Really?
What is dead may never die.
What is dead may never die.
But kill the bastards anyway.
Whoa, actually, their saying has so much more meaning to it than anything now. But kill the bastards anyway. Like, what is dead may never die. But hopefully they fucking do.
The Northmen are loyal to Jon Snow, not to her. You want their loyalty? You have to earn it.
That's very true. And hopefully Daenerys gets that. Although, I don't know. I feel like she's...
The proposal is what I'm proposing. On the off chance that we survive the Night King.
He wants Daenerys and Jon to get married.
Respect is how the young keep us at a distance, so we don't remind them of an unpleasant truth. Nothing lasts.
That is indeed unpleasant.
Your sister doesn't like me.
Sansa had to do a lot to live, okay?
If it makes you feel any better, she didn't like me either when we were growing up.
That's true.
But I am her queen.
Oof.
If she can't respect me...
You don't just get respect, Daenerys. You don't just get to walk in here and have everyone's respect. But if she can't respect you, what?
What's the matter?
The dragons are belly eating.
Oof.
They don't like the North.
They like Jon, though.
Go on.
I don't know how to ride a dragon.
Oh, I bet you do.
What if he doesn't want me to?
Then I've enjoyed your company, Jon Snow.
I fear Daenerys is going to hate with a capital H when she finds out that Jon is the rightful heir. But I feel like Jon will give it to her regardless. It'll never not be cool. It'll never not be cool. They started as little eggs and then they burned in fire with Dany and now they're so big. Gosh, the Bachelor franchise would love to send a couple on this date.
You've completely ruined horses for me.
We could stay stay 1,000 years.
We'd be pretty old.
That is so cave adjacent, it breaks my heart. That actually made me too sad. Funny.
Saying it's a tricky material to work. Who makes weapons for the wildlings? Cripples and cocksuckers.
Okay.
Leave him be.
Yeah.
Heard you were here. You left me to die.
Oh.
You're a cold little bitch, aren't you? Guess that's why you're still alive.
This little smile he had.
That was a nice axe you made for him. You've gotten better.
So have you. I mean, you look.
So do you.
Are they gonna fall in love?
Can you make it?
Looks like she wants something that like opens up to hide something in.
Lord Glover wishes us good fortune, but he's staying in Deepwood Motte with his men.
House Glover will stand behind House Stark as we have for 1,000 years.
Is it because of Daenerys?
I will stand behind Jon Snow, he said. The king in the north.
Yeah, so it is because of Daenerys.
You didn't tell me you were going to abandon your crown.
All I wanted was to protect the north. I brought 2 armies home with me, 2 dragons.
And a Targaryen queen.
Do you have any faith in me at all?
You know I do.
Hmm.
Did you bend the knee to save the north? Or because you love her?
Oh. Sansa. Both. Sansa is smart. Don't fucking sleep on her. She fought tooth and nail to live, to get where she is. We will not disrespect her in the final season.
So you're the man?
Which man am I, Your Grace?
The one who saved Ser Jorah when no one else could.
Wow.
Well, there must be something I could give you.
I could use a pardon.
Abandoning the Night's
borrowed
Watch?
A few books.
Oh, for that.
Also a sword.
From the Citadel?
From my family.
Oh, don't worry. Oh, he doesn't know.
Not Randall Tully.
You know him?
She killed him.
I offered to let him retain his lands and titles if he bent the knee.
Yikes.
He refused.
Uh-oh. I mean, his dad sucked, but it's still his dad. Oh, he's sad.
At least I'll be allowed home again.
Oh, Sam.
Your brother stood with your father.
Oh. Oh, Sam.
Thank you, Your Grace, for telling me.
He's so good.
May I?
Of course.
He's got such a sweet heart. Oh, Bran just knows everything. Uh-oh. Is Sam gonna go be mean to Bran because of this?
It's time to tell Jon the truth.
Uh-oh.
You're his brother. Shouldn't you tell him?
Uh-oh.
I'm not his brother. He trusts you more than anyone.
I'm sorry. I know I'm not supposed to be down here.
A little bit.
What are you doing in Winterfell? Or did you read every book in the Citadel already?
Don't you know?
Know what?
Daenerys. She executed my father and brother. She didn't tell you.
Yikes.
I'm so sorry.
Would you have done it?
Whoa.
I've executed men who disobeyed me.
You've also spared men. Thousands of wildlings when they refused to kneel.
I wasn't a king.
But you were.
Oof, he's backing her up.
You've always been.
I gave up my crown, Sam.
I'm not talking about the king in the north. I'm talking about the king of the bloody 7 kingdoms. Your mother was Lyanna Stark. Your real father was Rhaegar Targaryen.
Therefore you are.
You've never been a bastard. You are Aegon Targaryen, true heir to the Iron Throne.
Yeah, you are.
I'm sorry. I know it's a lot to take in.
You are the king. The rightful heir.
My father was the most honorable man I ever met.
Oh, John.
You said he lied to me all my life. He promised your mother he'd always protect you.
He didn't even tell his own wife.
You're the true king. Aegon Targaryen, sixth of his name, protector of the realm, all of it.
He wants so badly to run
Daenerys is
away.
our queen. She shouldn't be.
Yikes.
That's treason. It's the truth.
John.
You gave up your crown to save your people. Would she do the same?
No. She wouldn't. I don't think she would. I love Daenerys. She thinks respect is handed to her on a dragon's wing, though. This is so dark. Woo!
Stay back, he's got blue eyes!
I've always had blue eyes!
The Umber boy. It's a message from the Night King.
Oh!
We can double up on the horses.
If the horses last, we'll get there before the dead. We just have to hope the Night King doesn't come.
Oh! Oh, no, thank you. Yikes. Who the hell is this? Wow. Seal on the wall. Sir Bran. His look says the dialogue of like 10 episodes. Season 8, Episode 1, Winterfell. Such a simple title for the episode. Winterfell, where most of it took place. Winterfell, where many are going. Winterfell, where the dead are coming. It does what it needed to do in terms of set up the necessary tension and drama and fight contest for the rest of the season. I find myself really anxious watching it so far. I wonder if that will be something I feel through the entirety of season 8, or if it's specifically a season 1 thing, if it's just kind of more, if I'm more anxious because I know this is the end, if I'm more anxious because I'm scared the end won't live up to what I need it to live up to. So I should probably shake a little bit of that negativity off of myself and just let the season be what it is, and let the ending be what it is, and leave room for conversation and dreams and hopes and ideas as we move through it. I find myself, and I will admit, there's something that I'm influenced by, and it's this tweet that I saw a few months ago about how the actress who plays Daenerys Targaryen called her mom after she read the season 8 script and was scared of how Daenerys would be perceived. And I think I remember reading that she asked her mom, what could Daenerys do that you would hate her for? Which just has me so anxious. And so with that knowledge, I have this filter over how I'm viewing her so far. And I think it's definitely influencing how I see her, because, or she's just written a little differently this season. I'm not sure. Interested in how you guys feel about her in season 8, how you originally felt about her, and then, you know, without spoiling, how you feel about her given having seen the end of the season. Because for me, she's just coming off a little too high and mighty. And I will say, even if I hadn't seen that tweet, I think added to that is we know that Jon is a Targaryen now. We know that he's technically the rightful heir. And I fear for when she finds out, because she likes being in that seat of power. And she has almost always been given respect. She's almost always gotten respect somewhat easily. And the people who didn't respect her were people who owned slaves, or people who profited off of slavery or other things that she was breaking chains around. So it was pretty easy to like justify her actions and like say screw the haters, and you know, and kind of be on her side when she's like, well, they don't respect me, but they should. Very easy to justify her attitude around all of that. And now she's walking into a space where she can't just walk in and expect the respect. She has to earn it. And she should have technically been like earning it all along. And I think in the past, she's always had some sort of action around going into a new space that made it somewhat easy for us and for wherever she was to respect her, or at least a group of people to respect her. And she's always had people who went against her, and usually, again, the motivations for the people going against her were easy to kind of tear down. But now, having the show being built on the foundation of the Starks, the show being built on the foundation of Winterfell, it's adding this element, this layer of pause for me, because I can't respect her walking in and expecting to be respected. I think she should have to earn it a little bit. I think she should and could easily just be patient and wait. And then we're seeing this moment with Sam and Jon about his dad and brother being killed by her. And she had people by her side, very trusted individuals, Tyrion being one of them, that didn't love that she made that decision. And now this decision is kind of coming back to haunt her, not just by Sam. Because Sam, at the end of the day, is in this position where he doesn't really have a lot of power. He has this respect and he has this opportunity for power as long as he plays his cards right. And even then it will just be power, not true or full power. He'll still just be working or obeying what Daenerys says. But then he would have to be in a position where he learns to or finds a way to forgive or look past her actions towards his father and brother. And it's really complicated for him because his father was a right dick. And his brother, there's complicated feelings there, but family is family and blood is blood. And Daenerys made a decision, and burning those bridges is something that I think is a lesson that Daenerys is going to have to learn here. Literally burning bridges is something that can come back to haunt you, because when you need to go back over the road you just came over, if it's not there, if you take that road down for others, you also take that road down for yourself. And she did. So now, will she be able to get that alliance with Samwell? Will he be able to look past this? I think in his heart of hearts, he will to an extent, but it will always be a compartmentalized, you are a queen, you're my queen, sure, but you also killed my father. But I also think Samwell, knowing what he knows, will never fully respect Daenerys now, and this is just another reason why she won't be his queen, which will create a divide between him and Jon, because I don't think Jon will take easily. I don't think he's just gonna walk in and expect the respect, because that's something Jon's never done. He's never just expected to be respected. He's led this very honest, this very noble life, and that is why we respect him. Not because he demands it, but because he works for it, but because he fights right alongside with people. He's someone you can trust because he's not sending you in and not joining you. He is leading the fights. He's going in alongside everyone. He's not asking of anyone what he wouldn't ask of himself. And Daenerys, I don't think, well, she'll ride a dragon into battle, but would she ever go into battle on her own 2 feet? I don't think she would. I think the dragons are this symbol, right, of her being above everyone physically, literally. Like in her own mind, she is above everyone because she is, in her mind, the rightful queen, the rightful heir to the throne. She is Daenerys Targaryen. Oof. A lot to unpack. This season is heavy so far. It just feels... It doesn't feel like there's weights around my feet. It feels like there's weights around my shoulders. Like I just feel this heaviness of this season. And it's kind of hard to sit with. It is. But I'm excited to keep going. And if you're rewatching season 8 with me, thank you. Thank you for being here. It means a lot to me that you support me on this journey, that you've experienced this journey with me. And if you want the full length reaction to this or any other Game of Thrones episode or other movies you see on this channel and more, they're all over in Patreon. Otherwise, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And I'll see you in episode 2.